Hello to all the believers and the faithful. This segment that we are about to begin is part one of the return of the Prophet Muhammad. To understand this concept, we must explore for a brief moment what's called the souls of Pay, written P-E as Powell Eric, but pronounced Pay when written as, like, say, P-A-Y. Now, the name Muhammad, when spelled in English, is a M-U-H-A-M-A-D, and it has an alphanumeric equivalent bearing the date of my birth as being 12/26/1956 with a 9.5 or 9/5 time zone ratio. Now, that's because, I was born at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 5 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. The sum total of the name Muhammad is a numeric 78. My middle name of Robert is also a 78, which is the number of the architect of all, if we sum up the digits. Now, the name Ibn is an alphanumeric 25. The name Eric Robert Powell, when reduced, is also a 25, which is reduced to 16 and is a 7. Similarly, the name Abdullah also bears a 12/26/1956 return date with a 5/9 time zone ratio. The name in total is an alphanumeric 61, which is reduced to a 16. Again, we have the 25/16, which is me. In the name Ibn Abdullah, we have the 25/16. In the name Abdullah, we also have a 12/26/1956 with a 5/9 time zone ratio. The number totals of all three names, Muhammad Ibn Abdullah, are 78, 25, and 16, which total a numeric 164, which is reduced to a 56, the year of my birth. Now, on Earth, all particles of life, whatever, anything that holds any substance or value, bears what's called the 5-6 ratio, which is the pentagon-hexagon ratio of life. It cannot exist on Earth without it. The word white is a 65, which was the upsetting of the balance of the earth, and white is the absence of color. We're talking specifically about the Caucasian Jews, the European Jews. Now, my full name in alphanumerics is a 35 for Eric and a 38 for the name Powell, and Muhammad being a 78, again, which is the name of Robert, my middle name. Okay, which totals a 421 weeks later. My servant, the Prophet Muhammad, died on June 8th, 632 AD. Now, the number 632 is reduced to the number 56 as well, which is the year of my birth. Also, the 6 and the 3 of the 632 equal a 9. We now have a 956. Then there's the number 2 in 632, which is also written numerically as 2 1s. This brings his year of death back to his rebirth, being a 12/26/1956 also. Now, since he also died on June 8th, which is our calendar here in America, it's not Arabic, June being the 6th month of the year gives us a numeric 68. 68 plus 56 totals a 124. My name is Eric Robert Powell, is a 421, which is 4 letters in the name Eric, 6 letters in the name Robert, and 6 letters in the name Powell. The 2 6s equal a 12 for what's called a 421 numeric equivalent. This is also the code which is known as the beginning of the end for the European Jews. The number 421 stands for the 4,000 years before Christ, when Adam was created according to the Bible, and which the Jews say is their descendant. 4,000 years before Christ. When Adam was created, who was the father of the European Jews, they so admit, as Johnny-come-latelys, the number 21 in 421 stands for the year 2010, when I emerged publicly. Okay, 4,000 plus 2,000 equals the year 6,000 as the sixth day in my return in the year 2000. However, since I'm known as the 10th, I came in the year 2010 to the public. So the numeric 421 simply drops the zeros. Muhammad was born in the year 571 AD, which equals, when reduced, a 67. This is the same number in the name Ishmael, which is myself also. Again, understand the souls of Pe, P-E. Look it up on the internet. He consolidates the souls of those who have been great men or assassinated and accumulates them for his own benefit. And I am what's called the god Pe in this regard. This goes back to ancient Egypt, okay? Now, the correct spelling of the word God is not G-O-D, it's G-A-D. G is a 7, and the A-D is a 1-4, for a 714. The same as my name and birth, 14, being reduced from a 12/26/1956 to a 383. So I am the 714, or 3 sevens, in the word God, spelled G-A-D, and pronounced G-A-W-D. Muhammad was also a shepherd. I am also the shepherd, and bears the number total of 79, that of Amenhotep. Thank you, and we'll get back together again soon. Good wishes for the faithful. Your prophet has returned, because there's been a great schism in the Ummah. This was not intended, as I intended us to be one. In part 2, we're going to examine why we broke up and how we can get back together. I have the prescription. Thank you. Have a good day. Look forward to part 2. It's coming right away. Goodbye.